never give up. It's just going to get better and better and better and better. And then you're going to be like, yo, why was I ever thinking about giving up?
People be talking a lot, I just noticed. They do not walk the talk, they be provoking. Say that they are a boss, I say they joking. I just be growing like it is meiosis. You don't got advantage cause your DNA status. Falling out, March Madness. Head of my race like I'm POTUS. Since a kid I always knew I was chosen. Know that we smooth like it's lotion. We making waves that are bigger than oceans, We go crazy like psychosis, yeah. Got the drip like it's osmosis, yeah. No advantage from your DNA status. Falling out, March Madness. Head of my race like I'm POTUS. Since a kid I always knew I was chosen.
Alright, more inspiration, guys.
Don't ever give up. You guys got this, no matter how hard it may get. You got this.
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Hustle House 24/7 365 podcast. My name is Cody. I am your host, as you guys may know, some of you, aka Various Layers. Entrepreneur, businessman, investor, TikTok influencer, and many other things. And here today also, I have my co-host,
Mr. Cream Cap, Lambo, Lamar, also investor, entrepreneur, business owner, all around, just a great guy. But we're both great guys, let's be real. But guys, yes, this is the very first episode of our podcast. We've been planning this for months. We set up an entire studio. We got the proper equipment. We are coming out the gate on fire. Understand?
Yeah, guys, so we wanted to bring you guys more content. If you guys follow us on the side, I know a lot of you guys follow Various Layers and may follow Cream Cap and all the other things we do, our Snapchats, our social medias and stuff. But we wanted to bring you guys more of a mindset of how we operate on this podcast. This podcast is going to be about lifestyle, business, mindset, fitness, things that are going on in the world. And a lot of you guys, you want to know what we're talking about, what we're doing, how we operate and stuff. So that's how we're going to bring it on here today.
Yes, exactly. Like Cody said, like we are all about putting value out there. We want to, not only show you guys, some of the things that we're doing. We're not just here just to talk about us. We plan on, bringing on guests. We plan on doing giveaways. We're going to have open discussions. There's going to be some big names that you guys may already know that we're going to have on the podcast, as well as some local entrepreneurs that we have here in our city. We are out of Roanoke, Virginia, and a lot of you guys probably haven't heard about Roanoke, Virginia, but just know that there's a lot of great things happening here, a lot of great people, a lot of great business people, entrepreneurs. So, we plan on having them on, letting them tell their story. And, we're going to tell a little bit about our backstory, like, how we got started in this world of being entrepreneurs, how we got started with businesses. Cody, I know you own a business. Like, tell them a little bit about that and what you do.
All right, guys. So I own Value Providers Moving Company. Started that up probably about a year and a half ago. And we're partnered with all the U-Hauls in the area. And pretty much how that came along is I did travel sales for a long time. A lot of you guys who follow me know I did travel sales starting around the end of 2017 in November. I met up with this guy on Instagram just putting content out, like reaction videos and shit. And he hit me up and he was like, hey man, you want to come out here and sell some door-to-door TV? Some direct TV. And at first I was like, yo, this shit's a scam. But I was trying to like work on my mindset and like just get better and shit and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? It seems like an opportunity. Gave off some good energy and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, let me go try this shit. So I ended up doing that, moving out to Arizona, traveling for a few years, learning sales skills, communication and stuff like that. And then ended up moving back to Roanoke a few years ago, started working for a moving company. And pretty much they didn't pay anybody. They didn't pay us that much good money, you know what I'm saying? So people were just milking the clock and stuff. It wasn't a good atmosphere and whatnot. And I was like, you know what, bro? I've been in the gym, since you know me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you've always been in the gym, bro.
I was like, bro, let me just move this shit on my own. So I just started my own shit up and it's been going good. And it's just getting better and better, momentum and stuff like that. And then got into crypto and stuff with Lamar. And we're just doing bigger, greater things, have our minds on just being better and better, being productive, networking, building our businesses, helping other people improve and grow with us. But that's pretty much what we're about here. And Lamar will go ahead and give you guys a little bit of information about how he got started and shit.
My background is also in sales. I got started doing some online things, affiliate marketing. Did really, really, really well. got really, really good at, helping companies market themselves online, not just, out there across the country, but as well as here locally. Had a really good run at that, started making some really good money. And then I had an issue with PayPal. We're not going to get into that today. We might talk about it another day. But basically, PayPal owes me money. So anybody that works for PayPal, just know I'm coming for you. All right. I'm getting my money back. But anyway, so started doing that for a bit. So once I had my issue with PayPal, I started doing some other things. I started finding some other, what's something that I can do that I enjoy and I can make a lot of money. And the basis of every business and starting out, or anyone that's trying to start a business, is if you can solve a problem, then you basically have a business model. There's tons of problems out here, whether it's people needing marketing, people needing just laborers, anything like that. If you can solve a problem and provide a solution, then you have a business model right there. So what I started realizing is, what is the biggest problem that people have is lack of money, lack of funds. So I decided, I'm going to get into the world of finance. I started investing, started to learn how to trade. And over time, I got really good at it. I lost a lot of money here at first. I'll be transparent with you guys. But I was persistent. I was consistent. I was all in. I was like, look, I didn't want to live an average life. I didn't want to work for anybody. I wanted to work for myself. And it's gotten to a point where now I own 3 businesses. My main business is a finance company. We offer asset management, investing advice. I help people build companies, start companies, build businesses, help them scale their businesses. I help them get funds for their business. So that's the main thing that I do. But if you see me out in the street and you're like, what do you do? Or you ask me online, I'm just going to tell you, I take care of my people. That's all I can really say. I help everybody out in the best ways that I can. I believe that, in order to, get the things that you want, you got to put good things out into the world. So that's basically what I do. I try to give everybody my knowledge, my advice, my insights and outlooks on things that have, helped me make money, helped me get to a point where, I feel accomplished. And there's plenty of more things to come from that. And, me and Cody both, we actually do a lot of things together as far as in business. This is my main boy right here. That's someone I know I can rely on. And yeah, and now we're here. We're doing this podcast. We just want to, we want to share our story and really just, kind of put things in perspective that, anybody, no matter what age, no matter where you're at in life, all it takes is, making that first step and, just believing in that you can get something, that you can do something, and you just got to be consistent. You got to be persistent. You got to really want it. And that's what we want to put out there to you guys. That's how it happened for us. We tried a lot of different things. We have found some success in things. We failed in things, but we don't stop. We've never quit. We know what we want to see for ourselves in our lives. So we just want to be able to share that with you guys, as well as, just provide value and, just give you a little bit of what we got. And you can ask anybody that knows us, and they'll tell you, like, we're probably the hardest working people that they know. Hence why we have Hustle House, and we're boys. We got the studio set up. We have a house together. So it only made sense to start this podcast.
Yeah. And like the main thing too, like you touched on, man, like for me personally, I just want to show everybody, or as many people as possible, like, yo, you guys can do some shit. I want to show you guys that you can literally do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, everybody has a story. Everybody has cards that got to be dealt or that are dealt. But somebody always got worse cards than you, and somebody always uses the worst cards to get somewhere that you may desire to go. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people just let themselves stop themselves from doing that. They don't want to look in the mirror and have that conversation and be like, yo, it's me. I got to change my shit. It's a day-to-day grind. It's a lifestyle, and you got to be about it. You know what I'm saying? You got to want it. You got to have a commitment. You got to have a why, as they always say. It's hard to find a why. It's taken me freaking years to find a why on why I do whatever the fuck I'm trying to do with my life. You know what I'm saying? But people got to find that. But you got to realize first that you got to believe in yourself and know that you have the potential to do that. You just got to put the right information in your head. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you eat. You are what you eat. A lot of people, they're not putting the stuff that needs to go into their mind in their mind. They're just fucking rewiring, programming their mind with shit that's just junk. Put junk in your body, you get unhealthy. You put junk in your mind, you have an unhealthy mind. You get depressed. You don't feel good. You don't have the best mood. Your chemistry's not balanced. All these things. We want to talk about all these things, every little detail that can go into making you the best version of yourself. We aren't perfect. We are working on ourselves every single day, and we're not even claiming to be that. But we just want to show people that you got to have a positive mindset and build that shit up.
100%. Like if the one thing I want us to get out of this podcast or be able to do is, if we can just at least inspire, one person to, go out there and change their lives and, really get things going, because it's like Cody just said, it's not really about how bad you want it. How bad you want it is meaningless. It's pointless if how bad you're willing to work for the thing you want isn't like 10 times as honestly as hard as you want it. Like, we're not here to sell you desire. We're not going to be able to bottle up passion and give it to you in the form of some magic potion. The only thing that can quench hunger is more hunger. And it's the things that you go through in life that, the trials and tribulations, you have to go through those things. It's necessary because nothing's given to you. Nothing's handed to you. You have to go through some shit and have to go through the mud. You have to go through the dirt. You have to grind and realize that, as long as you keep going and you don't give up, there are brighter days ahead. There is, you're going to get over that mountaintop. Me and him have both had our own like personal things in our lives that's held us back. And we just want to, set an example and be able to like share our story and just, really just inspire other people to do those same things,
But also, dude, like me and Terrell were talking about this earlier. So these days, man, there's a lot of people who have that entitled victim mentality. All right, so I run a moving company, and I do some laborious work every single day. But I see all these customers. They always tell me all the time, dang, man, you guys work hard. You guys work hard. I haven't seen someone work this hard in however long it is. All you guys who are hustlers out there have heard that, and you always hear that. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But the thing is, these days, man, especially after all the stimmies coming, from what happened in the past 2 years and stuff like that, people really don't want to work. They just want stuff handed to them. Like they'll work, they try to make their ends meet and stuff like that. This is just my personal opinion, but it's like they'll do the very least. So like even trying to go above the bar or do an extra one more like Nick Bare Fitness says, it's like that shit stands out even more than it did 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a standard anymore. So if you guys set that as a standard, you change your life quick. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a matter, like in a month, you'll see a new mindset, perspective change, opportunities. You'll look at things differently. If you look at failing as an opportunity, you can see the good out of it and use that, progress, move forward off of that, stuff like that. A lot of people don't even think that way. So like, that's why me personally, I'm going to focus on like the mindset thing, because you guys can get to wherever you want to go. And a lot of it, like a lot of people say, for at least in my experience with what I've done, with what he's done, I've seen it. It's just the will. You just got to work for it. And also, you got to do it when you don't feel like it, because you're not always going to feel like it. You know what I'm saying? You got to want it. Like, that's the best time, too, because then you build your character out of that. You build your grit. You build your stamina. You build your confidence, because it's the discipline of just doing the shit that hey, maybe I don't want to do it today, but I know it's going to move me forward. So it's a must, but you got to make it a must. You got to have a priority.
This isn't just going to be just like a mindset podcast. We're going to be talking about things like health and fitness. We're going to be talking about, we're going to have investing tips, things that we're invested in, things that have given us, great returns and money that we've made. We're going to be talking about the music industry and entertainment. Cody is also a artist himself, and he has a lot of connections in that area. So we're going to be bringing on guests that have their own platforms and, their own music. And, it's not, there's no really particular theme here that we're doing. We just want to be able to, give, have a platform for us to put our perspectives out there, as well as a platform for, people in our network where they can come in and, promote themselves as well. We're not going to sit here and bore you guys for 30 minutes. Both of us are straight to the point type of guys. We're very direct as far as, whenever we have something to say or we have an opinion that we feel like needs to be heard. If you guys are interested in being on the podcast, let us know. Shoot us DMs. We are building a schedule right now as far as who we're going to have on. This is an uncut, unfiltered podcast.
If you're offended, just stop watching. Just don't even click on the link. All right, guys. Hey, also, real quick, Make sure you guys check us out on Instagram.
We will be on Spotify. We will be on Apple Music. If you're watching this podcast right now, you're probably seeing it on YouTube. So obviously that will be our main platform, but we're also going to be on as many platforms as possible. So be prepared, get ready, get set. It's go time.
Hustle House 24/7, 365. Peace out.